open. Tesla has it. Give that man 6 points. Touchdown Chargers. Looking once and all. Got a man at the goal line. Give that man 6 points.
Oh, my goodness.
Isaac Tesla. Keller to the air. Keller throws on the far side. Jump ball. Tesla's got it. Give that man 6 points. They did it again.
What's going on, man? What's going on? That's a little quick, fast intro I put together. A little quick intro I put together, man. I'm D. We about to talk to Isaac Tesla. We've been looking at his film the last couple of days. We're talking about him a lot. I know he's somewhere in Michigan. I know he don't know we've been talking about him, but we've been talking about him a lot here lately. I'm gonna bring him in here in a second, man. After I bring my boy Rich and I bring KB. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on?
What's good, man? We're gonna bring Isaac in here in a second. Ask him a couple questions, man. Got a couple schools looking at him. A few schools looking at him. We're gonna get him in here. Ask him about who he playing against. That man. See if he playing against the House of the Blind, man. Because he kind of dominating out there, man. Look pretty easy out there, don't it, for him?
It does. It sure does.
Yeah, he's a big boy though.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna get him in here and try to get his story, man. Let's ride. Isaac, what's going on, bro?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm all right. Isaac, listen, coming out of high school, what did you play? You were a quarterback in high school, right?
I was a quarterback for a wing team offense. You got it.
A quarterback for a wing T offense.
Yep.
But I had to suck.
I mean, it wasn't an ideal situation, but I was getting the ball in my hands every play, which was all right with me.
That's true. That's true. Were you guys good?
Yeah, my junior year we actually won state D5 in Michigan, and then my senior year we moved up to D4, and then we made it to state semis. So I'd say we were pretty good.
Oh, okay. And you were the star of the team. I saw you had like 1,000 yards rushing, no?
Yeah, something around there. I don't know the exact number.
Yeah. Where did wide receiver come from?
So my dad actually went to Hillsdale, and he played receiver. So I just always knew, he would be my coach. He'd be able to help me out at receiver, and just the athleticism that I had and, my speed, size, and everything like that. I felt like it was built better for receiver than it was for quarterback. So I decided to pursue that going into college, even though it probably wasn't, ideal, knowing that I had no film or anything like that. But I just knew it was where I was supposed to be.
And this is D2, right?
Correct. Hillsdale is a D2 school. Yep.
So you were telling me you put on 30 pounds from what, 2020 into 2022?
Correct. Yep.
Were you eating peanut butter? What were you doing, bro? Eating bear?
No. I was. You got to eat the right calories. You can pound the pizza or whatever, but that'll work. But I know I was looking to gain muscle, so eating the right things was important for me. Also started taking creatine, which helps a lot with like water retention and stuff like that. But yeah, no, like I think it was probably consistently like 10 pounds a year I'd gain in the off season, just because I knew I needed to be bigger. So
1 second, Rich. So coming out of high school, you wasn't highly recruited?
No, not at all. Nope.
This is getting more confusing. We got him up here, and it's getting confusing. As we got him up here, it's still getting more confusing. Go ahead, Rich.
Hey, my bad.
No, I wanted to ask. So at what point did you have in your mind in high school that you wanted to make that transition to wide receiver, or was it more so when you got to the next level, you kind of saw what was out there at quarterback, and you were like, okay, well, I didn't get the reps and the experience in high school that I should have, so I'm a little bit behind the eight ball.
Mhm.
So now let me transition to somewhere where I think I'm a natural fit. Which one was it?
It was the first. I decided, I was just built better for receiver. I could throw the ball, but I didn't, like you said, I didn't get the reps behind the eight ball a little bit. But even with that, I knew my skill, my type of play was built more for receiver, and I knew it would be a tough transition, but I knew I could make that transition and be successful. So
Cool.
yeah.
You got something for him, KB? Because I got 1,000 questions for him.
Yeah, he actually kind of answered my question. Because I saw your tape, and I'm kind of
Yep.
like, wait a minute, why is this kid at JUCO? Like, what's going on here? But now I hear that you had the transition and all those things, what have you. So my question to you is, how did you, or what do you owe your development to as a receiver? Like because you didn't play it in high school, but I see you out there on the field, and all I can think in my mind is like, why is this kid playing D2? I mean, I'm playing
Yeah.
JUCO, but now I understand why. But what do you
Yeah.
credit your development to as a receiver? Because you look amazing out there. I'm not even lying to you.
Yeah. I mean, there's not one place you can credit it to. Obviously I had to work hard for it, but it wasn't all my doing, And like I mentioned earlier, my dad was a big role model for me. He knows a lot about the receiver position, so he helped develop me. Obviously, the summer going into my freshman year, and just every summer I'd be able to work with him. He developed me, but then also at Hillsdale, all the coaches there, I'm with them all the time, and then just getting reps is huge. You got to get. There's no way to get better at receiver if you're not out there taking reps. So just all the reps and the coaching, the film sessions, it all just develops you like 1% better every day.
Mm-hmm. And what are your measurables right now? Your height and weight?
6'3.5", 210.
6'3"
Okay.
and a half,
Oh,
210.
okay. And you put on 30 pounds to get you that 210.
Yep. So I was
Okay.
180 coming out of high school. I was a little smaller.
I got you. Nah, but you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
out there. You look bigger. You look bigger and faster than well, I don't know what your 40 time is, but you just look bigger than 6. You play bigger than 6'3". Let's put it that way. That's how it
Right.
looks to me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. 68 catches, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, GMAC Offensive Player of the Year, right?
Yep, you got it.
You guys win anything this year?
As a team?
Yeah.
No, we struggled a little bit as a team. We ended up 5-6 this year. Just we were a very up and down team, a lot of highs, a lot of lows. So it wasn't the best year, but every year can't be a successful year, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I mean, it was a great year with the boys hanging out, everything. It was fun.
You plan on taking any visits?
After
To
this,
any colleges? Yeah, to any colleges?
So I've been to Iowa and Iowa State, and then obviously, I don't know if there's a dead period, so you can't do any recruiting from this Monday until December 4. So if I have so right now I'm actually down in Florida visiting my girlfriend. So I won't be able to do anything this weekend, but I'm thinking about maybe visiting another college after the dead period. So
when is the dead period? Is when is you said December 4th? You mean January 4th?
Sorry. Yes, January 4 is when it ends. Yep.
So you can't do anything from. So it's different for D2. You can't do anything from now to January 4th.
So this upcoming Monday. Until January 4th. Yep. So there's like a 2-week dead period.
And you've been to Iowa and Iowa State. You don't plan on visiting Miami?
Yeah, I think I might be able to go down this Saturday. Just like I'm in Florida right now, so I might as well go down on a little trip and check it out.
What part?
What
part of Florida are you in right now?
Just Stewart. We're in Stewart, just north of West Palm Beach.
Stewart.
Oh yeah, you're not far at all.
Right here. You're right
Yeah, it's not too far.
Yeah.
Quick little car ride. I'll be down there. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to play football in the cold, don't you?
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I've never played football anywhere but in Michigan. So
right, right. What was your dream school coming out of high school? Like, what school you always wanted to play for?
I mean, Michigan would be like. I don't really have a dream school. Just wherever
Right.
like I fit best. Like, there's nowhere like, oh, I want to go there. If they offer me, I'm 100% going there. It's just wherever I feel like I fit best, and I feel like I fit in the culture.
So you're assessing these schools. So you're looking at these schools. You're looking at their offense. You're seeing what kind of offense they run. What type of offense you want to play in?
I mean, I'm up for anything, honestly. I mean, somewhere where they throw the ball a good amount, so I can get some targets, get some catches. But I mean, I'm open.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got something for him, Rich?
How many years of eligibility will you have left? Were you in JUCO 2 years, so then when you come out, you have 2 years left, or how does that work?
Yeah. So my freshman year was the COVID year, so I still have that eligibility, which is nice. And then
That's
I
awesome.
played 2 years other than the COVID year, so I still have 2 years of eligibility left.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
So comparisons.
Mhm.
So, to me, I think of two receivers when I see you play.
Mhm.
I think of Jerry Jeudy first because he's a guy that we all know, hometown kid. Not
Yeah.
because of the crazy route running that he does, but the
Yeah.
fact that he knows the whole route tree.
Mhm.
And I see that you kind of you have that in your game where you know the whole route tree when we look at your film. Also, a Cooper Cup because you also play multiple positions at wide
Yeah.
receiver. So you catch the bubble. We see you with the mesh concepts as well as stacking stacking DBs. So those are my two comparisons when I look at your film. For you, who do you kind of pattern your game after yourself? Who do you look to?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate those comparisons. Those are obviously two really good receivers. I like the Cooper Cup comparison, because us white boys, we got to stick together. But
everybody call you Cooper Cup, don't they? Don't they? I was gonna say no Cooper Cup. Everybody call you Cooper Cup, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of Cooper Cup, a lot of Jordy Nelson, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously a big possession guy, but I can also, spread the field. So, Mike Evans is one. I feel like he's just a huge target. He can spread the field a little bit, but also I feel like I got a little more versatility, like you said, the route tree. So I don't know exactly who. Like I'm Isaac. That's who I am. So comparing doesn't can't really compare.
He said, "I'm me."
Listen, you may not be like a 4-3 Blazer, but don't ever let anybody call you a possession receiver, bro. Like looking at your
Appreciate
tape,
it.
nah,
Yeah.
you can do it all, man. You got a nice game.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Cooper Cup. That was funny.
Hey,
Anything
that's
you
a
do
compliment.
outside of football? It is a compliment. How tall is Cooper Cup? Not a big guy though, is he?
No, I think he's 6'1".
Yeah. Anything you do outside of football? What do you do for fun, bro?
I mean, whatever college boy does, video games, all
man.
that stuff. Hang out with the friends.
You saw my eyes get big, like, oh crap, man. College boys do all type of crazy stuff.
No.
But speaking of that, like speaking of being a college boy, like right now, does it feel like this is what you was not necessarily what you were supposed to get because things happen the way they happen, but you're kind of reliving what you could have been doing as a senior coming out of high school if you had already played receiver. So does that kind of, I don't want to say make up for it, but does that make you feel good? Like, oh, okay, this is the experience that I didn't get that I'm getting now when it comes to colleges beating down your door and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. A lot of people ask me, like, did you wish you played receiver? Do you wish you went to a different school? So, no, you could have played receiver and didn't have to play quarterback, which, would have been great. But I also learned a lot of valuable skills going to a small school, playing quarterback, where now, like, I didn't have the opportunity, and I don't blame coaches for not recruiting me because, I was just this raw talent playing quarterback. Like, how are they going to know that I'm going to be a good receiver? Like, I don't blame any college for, not looking into me. But now that I've had the experience and I've shown what I can do, it's super cool that, I'm getting a little bit of recognition now and stuff like that.
Cool.
That's what's up.
And how does your the things that you want to do outside of football, how does that play into a decision as far as what college you go to?
So what do you mean by that? Can you be a little more specific?
So the majors that are at the different universities you're gonna visit, does that play a big role into where you ultimately will sign?
Not necessarily. A school is obviously a big thing, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But so I was thinking, growing up, I always kind of want to do physical therapy. And so with that, right now I'm working at Hillsdale. I was working on my exercise science degree. So I know a bunch of other schools offer that, but there's also other programs that you can take that will allow you to get into physical therapy school, like things like kinesiology and stuff like that. So I'm sure wherever I go, I'll have the opportunity to get a great education and eventually, if I want to someday, to get into physical therapy school.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to plug Miami or anything. They got a great medical school down there with all type of sports science and everything.
No, hey, you can do a little plugging. That's all right. You can do a little plugging. That's all right.
It's funny. It's funny you say you were playing quarterback, right? And you don't blame any colleges for recruiting you. It's weird. All of our quarterbacks down here in South Florida get recruited as wide receivers. I mean, yeah, like none of them are really quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny you say that. I mean, they try to turn all of our quarterbacks down here in Dade County, Broward County into wide receivers. So yeah, it's funny. It's funny that you say that.
I guess Florida's a little different than Michigan. You probably got more athletes down here.
Yeah, we got a few more.
Yeah.
You played 2 years of wide receiver?
Yeah, 2.5 or 3.
What was your best game? Your best game you had at wideout?
So you previewed one of my best games there at the beginning. That was against Walsh. I had 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. So that was a pretty good game. And then last year, I had against Finley, I had 193 yards and 3 touchdowns. So 2 3-touchdown games. I never broke 200. That was a big goal of mine. Didn't get to it quite, but I was close. But yeah, those were my 2 best games.
Now, how many catches did you have in those games?
I think only like 7 or 8. So I just had some big plays in there. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was your quarterback name?
Luke Keller.
He was throwing that thing, man. He was just throwing the ball up to you most of the time. You were going to get it. So the D2 competition. I mean, how would you rate the competition in D2?
Yeah, I mean, it's great competition. That's the only reason I got better as a receiver is because I was going against solid competition. But with that, obviously D1 is obviously the highest level and a little bit higher than D2 is, and so that's why I'm looking to go to the higher level. Like D2 is great, don't get me wrong, and that's nothing wrong if you're playing D2. Absolutely not. I love playing at Hillsdale, and I got nothing wrong with that. But I have big goals for myself, and I know the receiver I can be. And in order to do that, I got to face, the highest level of competition in practice and games every day. And I know that's at the D1 level. So,
got you. What's your thoughts on the transfer portal?
I mean, it depends what your mindset is going into it. For a guy like me, where I'm going from a D2 program, looking for higher competition, looking for going to the D1 level. I think, you just got to have the right mentality. Some guys are just like, oh, well, I'm not getting enough playing time. Let me see what else is out there. Or even like the whole craziness of the NIL stuff, or I'm going to go in the transfer portal, see how much I can get. And then if nothing works out, just go back. It's just, the transfer portal, it can be good, but it's also, there's a downside to it, like there is for everything. So.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse. I mean, it has to be utilized correctly. Kids jump in it, don't have film. You get emotional, go fill out because I heard all you have to do is fill out a paper and you're in the portal.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And kids get emotional, jump in the portal, butt naked, don't have anything to go off of, don't know anybody. Mm-hmm. No, it get a little crazy. Listen, here at the University of Miami, we've always been known for like a lot of talent in wide receiver. But right now, bro, at wide receiver, we had a JUCO kid come in and eventually start in 2 games this season. Mm-hmm. It's a weird thing that Miami is weak at wide receiver. I don't know if you assess the situation because usually when you think of a Miami team, you think of speed and all of these things, right?
Yeah, a bunch of playmakers. Yeah, for sure.
We're looking at you like a Big Mac, bro. Like, man, we need this guy right now. Because what we got going on down here, bro, I don't know what has happened down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, in the comment section, man, give a thumbs up if y'all want Isaac on the team. Now, watch this because I don't know what has happened to us at wide receiver, dog, but it's not what it's been in the past, so we're trying to get it back there.
So Isaac, do you know that receiver that he's speaking of? You heard of Kobe Young?
Yeah, I've heard the name for sure.
Okay, because when I heard that they offered you and I saw your tape, I'm like, look, Kobe on the outside and him on the other side. I don't know where they finding these JUCO D2 kids from, but they need to keep on finding them. You guys would be like, man, that'd be kind of like unstoppable in my opinion. I'm not just saying that just to sell you on it, but just thinking about you makes me think about Kobe and his transition coming from JUCO. He came here, set for a little while. I think he had some injuries, and once he hit the scene, man, he was explosive. So I look at you, how big you are. You're faster than him. So, that would be a great addition. But wherever you go, man, I hope you do well. And I think you will, man. You seem like you're really, you seem like you want it. You seem like a football player to me.
Right.
I want it. Yep.
Can you see the comment section?
What do I do? Just press chat or something?
I just put them up there for you.
Yeah.
I just put them all up there for you. Yeah, bro, because listen. Okay, so we're gonna let you in on okay, so Miami picked up Alonzo Highsmith, who's been in the NFL forever. He was in what was he in? Recruiting. He was in the NFL. He was what personnel, right? Like he went out and found talent.
VP
right? He was a scout.
Yeah, he's like VP of scouting and talent development, something like that.
VP of scouting. Right. So what he brought to the University of Miami was a NFL eye. I actually sat down and interviewed him, and he was going to go after kids that fit the NFL stature, right?
Mm-hmm.
He offered you. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
He saw in you, right? He saw in you what he saw, and when he was looking for kids to go to the NFL, when he was with Green Bay and when he was with Seattle for maybe 10, 15 years, right? He was in the NFL.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's just letting you in on the inside of how you got off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He sees the NFL in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sees the NFL. Right. The same thing he saw in Kobe Young. Kobe Young came right in, he got healthy, and boom, he was a star the first time he touched the field. Yeah. I mean, they went at him twice, he throw the touchdown. So that's just a little insight on the guy that offered you. It's Alonzo Highsmith, a legend that down here who's in the NFL forever, and he scouted NFL talent. And I think that's what he sees. That's what he's seen in anybody he's offered since he's been here.
Right.
They all look like NFL guys. I don't know if that's putting a lot on your plate or giving it to you, but I'm just giving it to you raw. That's a little bit of information I think you need to hear.
Yeah, no, I mean, my goal someday is to make it to the NFL, and I'm going to work my ass off to get there. So, it's cool that other guys recognize that, and they see that in me too. So,
right. So you said the last time you was timed in the 40 was like a 4.5, 4.6, somewhere around there?
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Was it laser time?
No, it was hand time.
It was hand time?
Yeah.
Y'all got anything else for him, bro?
I wanted to ask, where you're at now, how are things as far as nutrition? Do you have a regimen that you have to follow that's given to you by your coaches, or is that something that you have to do on your own and kind of be meticulous in terms of making sure you're on point in that regard?
Are you talking over at Hillsdale?
Yes.
No, it's all on your own doing. So that's something I really got into coming out of high school, and any high school player looking to go to the college level. You have to know how important nutrition is. And if you're looking to gain weight, you have to eat the right calories in order to put on muscle. Awesome. So I just really got into, using the MyFitnessPal app and tracking my calories and just making sure I got enough protein in every day, pounding the Greek yogurt every morning, making sure I drink my protein shakes, everything like that. It just became really important to me. And I really got a, understanding for how important nutrition is, because it's not all about the weight room as much as, everyone harps on the weight room. You got to get in the weight room, but you also got to be eating right in order to, achieve your goals.
And the reason I ask that is because I don't want you to ever take that for granted. So when you go to a Power 5, when you go D1, those things are readily available. It's kind of hard to not do the right things, and some may say that it's like Disneyland for football players. If you go to a D5 and get that opportunity, you're going to have a lot of things that you don't have currently. But the one thing that will make you continue to be on that path to success is that hunger that you had right now that got you to this point. Keep that wherever you go. So that's just, you know, what I see, especially when guys come from JUCO and then now transition into Power 5.
Yeah, just the amount of resources that are available at the, you know, at the Power 5 schools, where I don't have to worry. Where obviously I have to worry about nutrition, but where it's going to be provided to me and where I can go grab a quick protein snack whenever I want is something, you know, that I'm going to have for, and something I'm going to utilize just because I had to go so long without that. So,
right.
You had something for him, KB?
Nah, I just wanted to give him the same thing, some words of encouragement, man. You keep that attitude up, just work. Things are gonna fall to you wherever you go. People are getting some creative NIL deals also. And that Tesla last name, look, I hope to see you on the billboard at some point in time, something like that, bro. Like seriously, man.
You ain't never
yeah,
lie. I ain't think about that.
Yeah, for real.
Just some.
Hey,
no,
look, that'd be lovely, man.
It's there. It's not as far from you than you think it is, man. Things are right. Things are right there. We've seen the Icebox kid in Nebraska. What his name was?
The coldest.
The coldest.
Crawford. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the coldest Crawford. No, we've seen a few, man. So listen, bro. If I'll stay in touch with you. If you come down here to Miami, man, we'll get up with you, man. Maybe we can sit down with you, cover your visit or something like that. I hope you enjoy your visit down here in Miami. We'd love to have you, bro. Okay.
Appreciate it.
And we appreciate you, man. And anything else you want the people to know about you? Listen, first of all, go follow him. What's your Twitter and what's your Instagram?
My Twitter is Teslaa Isaac, so TESLAA ISAAC, and then my Instagram is Isaac.Teslaa.
How do you pronounce it?
Teslaa.
Teslaa. What's your background? Where your people from?
I'm Dutch, super Dutch.
You super Dutch.
Super
It's
Dutch.
TESL 2 A's.
Yeah, so TE capital SLAA.
Okay, TE capital Tesla.
Yep. Teslaa.
All right, bro. If you got any questions about any of this stuff out here, man, just hit me up, man. All right.
Will do. Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
All right, be safe, bro.
Will do. Take care, guys.
Yeah. Man, we got to get guys like that, man.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. That's some locker room, some culture. That's some home. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, he talk like he 30 something too. We need that in the locker room, bro.
He do, man. He do, man. The different background, the different it shows. But he said, I asked him about tight end. I didn't ask him live, but I asked him before we came on. Like, is it wide receiver? Is anybody talking tight end hybrid? He seemed he's open, but he was just like, no, for now it's wide receiver.
He only 210 street. It took him 30. It took him 30 pounds to get to 210.
You put on 30 pounds.
I don't know, street. It took him 30 pounds to get to 210.
How much
Mallory's a big boy.
45.
Is he?
Yeah, Mallory's a big boy.
How tall is he? 6'4", 6'5"?
6'5".
About a 6'5".
Still won't put his hands on no goddamn body.
Why you be discussing every time y'all bring him up?
Still won't put his hands on nobody. Boy, huge.
But Isaac play a lot. Like I don't like when I have to get into these discussions with people that such and such run a 10-1 in 100 and that. I don't care about that because you telling me that boy right there runs a 4.6 and you cut on his tape. He's playing faster than the 4.6. Same thing with what we said about Cam. Cam play whatever Cam 40 time is way faster on the field than on the track. So
it's true, man. It's true, man. Like I said, I've been on the sideline and Cam has ran past me, and it felt like Superman or somebody running past you, bro. It's like, what was that? And this Cam running to the gate at the stands. You're like, whoa. No, he does play fast, and he plays strong. What did y'all get out of that though? It sounded like he wanted to be close to home, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't sound like. I mean, maybe he just don't want to give away a tip or anything, or maybe he just don't know. But it didn't sound like the Hurricanes got a chest thumping. I can say that much.
Right. It sound like Ruiz got to him yet, huh?
Not yet.
Well, I would say this.
No.
I would say this. That is the con, but the pro is the fact that wherever he goes, he's looking to work, and he's really looking to work at football. For the time being. So I think if he meets a guy like a Mario and sees his passion, as well as the resources that are down there, the Ruiz, so on and so forth, I think it'll be a meeting of the minds where he'll understand that it's a place where he could thrive because the mindset is the same.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna say it while he was here, but he got to sit down and look at some of that Josh Gaddis film and shit. So I don't know.
It's all good. It's all good. You saw the mesh concepts he was running.
I ain't worried about the mesh concepts. I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about the receiver development. The ride, man. Listen, so I wasn't gonna say it while he was here, but.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that, bro. But I heard there may be changes after signing day. We haven't really did anything offensively, huh?
Mm-mm.
Nothing really, huh? That's kind of weird.
It's been kind of quiet.
Yeah, Kamani McLean.
Hey, Vet Talk just made a good point. Now, if his girl's here, we got a good chance. And if she right there in Stewart, man, listen.
That's right up the road.
We got a chance, Street.
Well, hold on now. They might just be vacation. Might be a vacation house down here, bro. we would have to investigate that. we would have to investigate that. Yeah. No,
he said he was visiting his girl, so. I'm hoping she stayed there. Thinking she might go to college around there somewhere. So.
Stuart, Florida is what he said, top of West Palm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he right there, huh?
Yeah. Now I don't know his background or where they come from, but that's why all the rich kids go to school at what's that school? It's a college in West Palm. I can't think of the name of it. I think it's West Palm something or Palm something or whatever. So who knows where his girl go?
I'll ask him, man. I found him right on Instagram. He only have 1,900 followers, so y'all go follow him, man. This will go live. Only the football villains can see this, bro. I'll go live with it maybe tomorrow. After I tease it up a little bit. But yeah, man, I just was trying to get him to understand. Like, listen, man, we got a guy down here that obviously think you're a pro prospect. Go to Iowa State, playing around you want to. But all right, man. Listen, man. Let's get up out of here, man. That's 2 lives in one day. That's enough for me, man. Yeah. Anything else y'all want to say about the kid?
Nah, that was good, man. That was good.
Yeah, man. Just good luck to him.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, boys.
And
appreciate y'all villains, man. See, this is us giving back to y'all. All right. Y'all the only ones got to see it. Y'all got to see it first. Now go on Twitter and go talk about it. As Tesla coming down this weekend. I can't go tweet that, huh? That's looking like Gabby. Big name coming out this week, could be coming in the fold this weekend. Can't play with that, huh? All right, man. I appreciate y'all. That was Isaac Teslaa. Teslaa says he's Dutch, man. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce that, man. I'm D. Don't put off tomorrow. Something you can do today. The rest of your life will be seconds away, man. I'm out of here.